Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Pao, and we talk about all things cozy in this channel. Today, I did want to talk to you guys about what happened in my last video, just a little bit of an update. I ended up getting a phone call about a follow-up interview. They wanted to see me for a round one, because I did pass the initial phone screening. This isn't a library related job. This is actually something that popped up last minute. And I'm not going to disclose what it is, but I am going to say that it is a charity. I have always looked up to it. I've always really been not associated with it, but I've been aware of it and their efforts and their mission. And it's still a very meaningful and impactful thing that I would love to be a part of. Yeah, that being said, after that first round at that charity, I was able to actually secure and go to the second round. And they actually called me up last week and they were like, you passed. So we do have one final round, and it's going to be a panel and it's going to be virtual. So I don't know if you guys are interested in those types of interview questions, because I think it'd be impactful showing you guys what type of questions I get asked in general in terms of just being part of a nonprofit. Again, let me know in the comments below if you're interested at all. And so hopefully I do get this weekend gig, because that would be so meaningful to me and it would just align so well with me, I think, in general. But I don't know, we shall see. I'm still trying to get a full-time job at the library though, so don't worry about it. I'm still gonna keep at it and my efforts are still gonna keep going. But today we're just gonna talk about a little bit about why it's okay to feel a little lost and why it's okay to always redefine what you're looking for. So obviously, if you have been joining on the journey, I have recently started to pivot my life from marketing into a more library main role. Basically, I do have a bachelor's degree in marketing, and I also have experience with local government, specifically in marketing. So I have done that before, and I also have a year of part-time work at the library. So I have had a little bit of experience in the library, but since turning 30 and since trying to find out if marketing is still aligned with me, I realized that it isn't, and maybe I just kind of need to shift my priorities. And that's what drove me to basically apply to graduate school and think about what it is that I really want. And now, because I'm looking for jobs within the library world, it's really hard to get one. And obviously this is part of the journey, hence why I'm making these videos and informing you guys on what's going on and everything. It's really easy to get discouraged when you're just getting back-to-back rejections. It's really easy to get scared, because if you know me personally, you know for a fact that sometimes I personally do get scared. I always think, okay, if I don't get a job by February, what am I gonna do, right? At this point, I think it's always great to always redefine your plan. Now, my plan, I'm still sticking to it. I still want a library job, like I said. So if push comes to shove and I have to get part-time jobs, I'm okay with having a part-time library job or something that aligns with me. So hence the nonprofit, hence why I applied to that, because I'm not gonna just close all opportunities just because it's not going according to plan. Yes, you can have a plan, and yes, it could be a guideline, but don't let that plan stop you from discovering different opportunities that just start presenting themselves. I hope that makes sense, because that's something that I've really thought about throughout this week as I was progressing through this nonprofit interview process. I was like, this doesn't really have to do anything with being in the library world. This won't really cater to any of my studies or anything at all. But at the end of the day, I did sit down with myself and I did think about it. And then I did realize, well, I know about them. And it does align with what I want to do, which is basically help the general public. And this is just another way to contribute. It may not be library work, but it's still form of charity, which really speaks to me. What I'm trying to say is, don't get discouraged when things aren't going to plan, especially when you're getting, just rejections left and right, or you're not even getting interviews. Always just try to check in with yourself, because I know it's hard when you're unemployed to not try to disassociate. When you disassociate, you start not to listen to yourself and just kind of feel lost, which is the opposite of what you're trying to do. If you're trying to take an intentional career break like I am, the best way is to keep redefining what it is that you're actually aiming for. So forget about the library job. What is like the core main things that you like? That's exactly what I asked myself. And at the end of the day, because I asked myself that and because I saw that job posting, I applied. It was so aligned with me that I was like, if I get it, I'll still be happy, even if it's not, associated with anything I'm studying. And I guess like the third point of this whole rant of it all is as you grow, you will tend to feel a little lost. And again, that is okay, especially when you're pivoting into something, into the unknown, basically, and you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to find your footing, and you feel like a noob all over again. And you're just like, I'm older. Why aren't I grasping this faster? And that's okay. You basically have to like take a step back and be like, you're so new at this. Obviously, you're not going to grasp it on the first try or the second try or the third try. The whole point of changing and pivoting careers is to try something new and see if it aligns with you. And if you're not great at it right off the bat, that's totally normal. And feeling lost and kind of annoyed, honestly, annoyed at yourself is, again, totally normal. The whole point of it, though, is to not let those emotions get to you or stop you from trying something new or continuing that new thing. I hope that makes sense, because that's something that I've always struggled with when trying something new, is to continue trying. Even though I suck at whatever it is that I'm doing, I have to persevere in order to make a new reality happen. With that being said, I hope these tips, or I don't know what this was helpful, impactful, inspiring in some way, or just downright cozy. I hope you had a good one. And also, please check out your local library. You know that they need your support and they'd be happy to welcome you. Until the next one, bye you guys.